Crash. Rip, you missed. Rip. Crash! Uh-oh. Horror time! Man, a scared Mando, kill it! Quick before it dishonors your people! Oh god! Mando! You got me! A Mandalorian datapad. Jarg went missing. If they look suspicious, terminate. Oh, not very important, is it? I guess we'll just leave their car out here. Their sweet-ass ride we should be totally taking for ourselves, but... Sandro grounds. Are we back? Let's go that way. Oh, is it? Who are you? You want me to solve a murder crime? Sure. I will interrogate to the best of my ability. Oh god. Dark storm clouds as it was earlier today. Dead man. Kaldir Nedek was shot in the back with a rifle. The rifle was found laying near his body with bloodstains on it. Has been sent back. 2 other men were found at the scene. Hand and Gold, who was unarmed. The other one who was carrying a hunting laser. Both men say they did not do it. They came across the body. They found each other. There's more to this than what we've been told. Anything else? Ed was holding his side and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. You would do well to remember this. You got it, Chief. I'm on the case. So,
another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened, bro.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Oh. Okay.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
I have.
Really? Well, then I assure you, on my reputation, I had nothing to do with the killing. I will help you with the case as best I can, though. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river. And I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the enclave right away. Well, There. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Okay, so he came out shooting. He came running around and found the body. He's a shot from behind with a blaster.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here in Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Koldanetic, Rickard Lusov, and Handan Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
Let's see. What about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
What about the planes?
These planes are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Irias are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Cat-hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by cat-hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information?
Okay, so that'd be why everyone's carrying a gun, but I'll figure it out later. Let's see, I want to discuss the murder. Start from the beginning? Yeah. And say he was nearby, heard a shot, ran over to find KOTOR dead. Rickard came out of the shadow of rocks holding a blaster. Rickard said he was hunting Illus, saw one through the glare of the sun, and shot at it. It's possible that he accidentally shot Handan. Oh, shot KOTOR accidentally, and he may have found the body, but it seems unlikely. So, I say Handan is lying. No, that's not what I wanted. Rickard is lying. Because it was cloudy, there was no sun. Right, so there's nothing there. This doesn't prove he's guilty, but you've definitely taken the first step. Let's find a motive for the killing and relationships with the victim. Okay.
So, what do you want to know?
Do you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
No, I want to talk to you some more. Why were you here again?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot, and pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Handan standing over the body, and the Irias was gone.
The Irias
I
was
don't
gone?
have nothing to do with it, so can I go now?
That's very convenient. I want to ask you something else. You're limping. Are you hurt?
Well, kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
Okay.
So,
who'd want to kill him?
Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handan? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Baluk guy.
Alright, that's it for it. Okay. What up, though?
How can I be of further assistance?
How do you know him?
I know him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
Hold up,
How can I be
baby.
of further assistance?
Why were you out here?
I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there.
You often do this, you said, right?
Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body
Yeah,
will
that's
breed a healthy
consistent.
mind, as I always say.
What's wrong with your side?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that. How
Alright.
can I be a foot?
Who would want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time.
Everyone out here just knows
More
each
often
other,
than
I
not,
guess.
I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now,
Is there
I
something
bet
wrong
you're
with the hut,
wondering
sir?
if I had any reasons to kill him.
That huttist?
I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
Oh, okay.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything,
Robo friend.
Is there any other information you need?
What about Calder and
The
Handed?
Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettick and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you
Really?
need?
Speeder, huh?
According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettick about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order.
The
Is there
fuck
any
is a
other
Jedi
information you need?
Tuka? Never mind. What about the body
My
again?
preliminary analysis.
3 hours ago, shot. Yeah.
Thank
Okay. So,
how can I be of further
what up,
assistance?
bro? You rented a speeder.
But
with the
I
victim.
realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
That is not a good defense. Why would you punch his face in?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room.
The next room?
As much as I may hate him,
You
for
pay
that,
for them thick
I could not kill
walls,
him.
dude?
It may have been my
Or
own
you got a
fault
hole in the
for
wall.
driving
He's
my
a
wife
cuck,
away.
but he don't want to admit
I
it.
must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
I didn't accuse you of stalking him. You gotta watch your fucking mouth, buddy. You're saying all stuff. You wanted to kill him for having an affair with your
I
wife.
could block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. No, no. I hope you don't find that.
You said
intrusive.
you'd fight him, but not
Normally
kill
I'm
him.
not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Nettick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less.
Well, if you can't keep her, it's your own fault.
Damn right,
Much
Kando.
as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
You say this again.
Of course.
Okay.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought he was cheating you, eh?
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a
I found this guy
suborbital
dead.
shipping and
Yeah, I knew
transport
this guy.
company
Didn't
out
really
of
like
Kerrang!
him. He was my
Spaceport.
business
We've been partners
partner.
in that business
Okay.
for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
There's bad blood
Right.
there, baby. The other guy learned a speeder and says he'd beat him up. Yeah, Hannon totally knew who this guy was. Yeah, Hannon's lying. Why would Rickard be lying? No, it's Hannon. He knew his wife was cheating on him. Alright, I can't go to quick conclusions. Now focus on the murder weapon so we have motive. Alright, Droido.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the weapon.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to KOTOR. Is there any other...
It does not belong to the victim. Alright, you.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous cat hounds around. Even an Iriaz can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
You are really pushing the Rickard thing. Okay, so it is your gun. You said it was stolen.
Of course.
Odd. Then you want it back.
So, what do you want to know?
What about that weapon?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Ichanis make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
Okay.
Right.
Not really seeing a lie here. Blaster didn't belong to the victim. Now let me get more information about the blaster. Oh my god, he almost endgamed me. I got this, baby. His buddy said he stole it. No. Let me get more info. I'm screwing up somewhere. Hold on. He's just fucking talking. Is there a report of Hannon's blaster being stolen? That's
I am
it.
sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with
So it
anything.
was not reported
I thought
stolen.
to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other...
Nope, that's all I needed. Hey,
How can I be
Andon.
of further assistance?
No, I don't need to expose you like this. I got his ass. He lied about it being stolen. Another piece of the puzzle, bro? The blood sample on the weapon that was sent back before you arrived. Okay.
Is there any other...
Tell me about that
I
sample.
have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not KOTOR's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to KOTOR. Is there
Blood
any other
did not
information you
belong to
need?
Calder. Interesting.
How can I be of...
What's up with your side again? You wanted to kill him for having a wife?
Well, if you can't keep...
But it was
And
just
nothing new, nothing new, nothing new.
So, what do you... Now, I don't like... Right.
Wait,
So,
yeah, that
what-
limping thing, actually.
Well,
Yeah, you still say it's a sprain, but it doesn't belong to Kaldar. It didn't belong to the victim. Well, I think Handon's holding his side. He is clutching his side. He comes in with his little alien fingers. Let me inspect your body.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm just seeing your body. It's blood. He has some sort of blaster wound to his side. He obviously killed him for having an affair with his wife. Ricker's out hunting and accidentally shot Hannon after he killed Calder. He accidentally shot the guy that killed Kadir. No, they're both guilty. Why are they both guilty? How did you come to this conclusion? We knew he was having an affair with his wife, but what motive could Rickard have for wanting Calder dead? He was also having an affair with Handon's wife. Rickard thought Kadir was cheating him in business. Both men wanted to be dead. This is my theory. Both men knew Kadir would be out here more and each plotted to kill him. Handon found him first and shot because of the affair. Shortly after Rickard arrived. From a distance he saw Handon and thought it was Kadir, so he shot him in retaliation. Oh my god. One murderer getting caught because another murderer shot. Handon would have dropped his blaster, the one we found at the scene covered in blood. He thought Rickard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping he'd convince us it was Rickard.
Damn both of you.
The culpability of both of you in this murder and attempted murder is evident. You were charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder. Place you both under arrest. Hell yeah! I'll be sure to tell the Jedi Council how awesome you are. Another job well done. I'm Lance Taylor, Murder Master. I understand the ins and outs of murder. Into the fray again, boys. The fear is too great for these beasts. All they can see is their mama being slain over and over again. Why, God, why would you let these Jedi come into our life and slay our mama? Our dog mama. Like swinging a bat at these damn... Where are you guys going? I was about to say, don't run off. Let's see. We don't necessarily need to go that far yet. That takes us past.
You've been holding out on this kid. You haven't given us enough money. Guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please. Take my wife and children instead. Anything.
What the fuck?
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
You sick monsters! How dare you do business in my town? Trash! You might want to pull something out and fight me with them. This ain't gonna get you nowhere, Duros. Be afraid. Be very afraid. I'm scared. To die afraid. I deny all of my opponents a warrior's death. And there's the big house. It's taking. Okay. All the pieces are coming together. We're gonna have to come back to these houses anyway, so I'm just gonna go turn in the missions.
Have you found the Mandalorian raiders yet?
I killed some of them.
Good. Good. Put them down like the animals they are. But now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop until you've defeated their leader. You must find him and kill him too.
Alright, I'll do that, baby. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Honey, baby, how you doing?
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order.
Hey, man, you spoke to them?
I have spoken.
Or are you just chilling around here?
And they have helped me see the truth. The truth about myself and the truth of my actions. KOTOR's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts.
You were talking mad shit back at that grove.
Part of my training. KOTOR wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light.
Where is KOTOR now?
After our last battle, KOTOR had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, KOTOR knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
The Albar are feeling it. I hope you use as well.
Giving you a second chance like this is a clear sign of weakness. Sometimes I find it hard to believe the Jedi could defeat my people in battle.
Yeah, no, you gotta slow down. Not everything's so bad, alright?
I will trust in the Force, in the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
It is good to see Johnny has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Go to Master Jar and inform him that Johanny has returned to us. I think you may be nearing the end of your apprenticeship.
You damn right.
Good evening, apprentice.
Who do I talk to get praise for the solving that murder?
Greetings, young apprentice. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
Very well.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict. All things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one
it's like a
thing
tapestry.
Can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
I have seen so many things like this in fictional and the real world. This plan never works, alright? Look, we agree not to get in the way of your conquering so long as you agree not to conquer us.
The Mandalorians
all you do is give them a free pass to take over everything else, and then they have enough strength to attack you.
7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
And the Jedi?
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action, Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
So, how did they fall the dark side?
Revan and Malak were heroes, the great saviors of the Republic. 1/3 of the Republic fleet was under their direct command. And then something happened. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months, scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
Interesting. They were like specters.
Perhaps they simply went far beyond the edges of Republic space. Maybe they found previously undiscovered hyperspace routes to the ends of the galaxy. Nobody knows for certain. 3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
But why, though?
Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars, but many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately
try to deny its
much
existence
easier to
with a laser
understand.
being shot down on
Initially,
you.
the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power.
What happened? How are we supposed to stop them, really?
For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
Huh. Where are the Academy archives?
This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
Alright, I'll get the hell out of here. I gotta go turn in my quest about Juhani. What's up, bro?
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations,
Yay.
apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our order.
But you said I was a full-fledged member of my order an hour ago. What item did I receive? Another level up, you're too kind. Yes! More force jumping. Oh yes, master two-hand fighting. Thank you. What the hell do I take next? Shit. Passive? This is passive. No, you gotta activate that. Shit, I don't know what I want. Give me that. Give me wound, yeah. You master that shit as well, bud. Welcome to the jungle. Master Power Blast. Hell yeah.
Yes?
Alright, boys. Let's bounce.